Chapter 8. It was a very busy night at the Cosmic Garden. The threat of war was driving people into the nightclub, desperate to escape from their troubles. Colored lights flashed while patrons took in all manner of intoxicating food and drink. Nightclub staff made extra money by selling drugs in dark corners. A local band of musicians provided entertainment. A Vanian was passed out in a far corner, their nostrils caked with powdered dro. Partogans and Ashurians danced the night away. Everyone was smoking cigarettes. The little paper rolls stuffed with either earth-grown tobacco or Araki-grown harakiki. In the midst of it all, a group of humans entered the nightclub. One of them, a Russian man, was wearing a baseball cap that had the following words stamped on it in gold lettering. Combat Veteran, UN Space Rangers, Cape Canaveral, December 25th, 2086. The war veteran and his friends immersed themselves in the nightclub scene. They danced, drank, did drugs, and partied some more. One of them paid the band to play a song by Enu Tonga, a Partogan rock star who lived over 150 years ago and was known for her exceptionally loud music. One of the humans split from the group and came back with the manager. He had to speak loudly to make himself heard over the music, but he managed to get his point across. A wad of cash exchanged hands. Then the manager put his arm around the war veteran, speaking in a jovial, friendly voice. After a moment, the manager escorted the war veteran up a flight of stairs to the second floor. Up here, it was much quieter, almost as though the rooms on either side of the hall were soundproofed. These private rooms are reserved for our most valuable clients, the manager said. The manager was a very big Higaran, covered from head to foot in tattoos, each one a variation of the Kith Nabal emblem. Is that real? The manager said, pointing to the veteran's hat. I've got a girl here who loves Space Rangers, and your buddy paid enough to buy a few hours with her. Maybe I could send her up to you? Save you the trouble of having to pick. Das spasibo, said the veteran, speaking in Russian before switching to the Galactic Common. Thank you, friend. The war veteran entered one of the soundproof rooms and was pleasantly surprised to find it was furnished like a high-class hotel room. The manager told the veteran to drink some alcohol while he waited, then closed the door. Out in the hallway, Mina and her handler stood together, looking at a holographic copy of the man now waiting inside the room. Mina took one look at the veteran and recoiled in horror. She looked at Dasra with an expression of hatred and disgust. Right then, he said. You know the policy. Go in there and get it done. No, Mina protested. I can't. You've done it before. I've seen it, Dasra replied. I'll wait out here and help you clean up afterward. Ignoring Mina's vehement protests, Dasra opened the door and pushed Mina inside. She yelped in fright, lost her footing, and fell face first into the room. You, sir, are in for an incredible hour with one of my finest girls, Dasra said. Do enjoy. No, please, Mina pleaded. I can't do this again. I can't do it anymore. You're wrong, Dasra said, and you're about to prove it. The door closed, leaving Mina alone with the veteran. The man grabbed Mina by the arm and lifted her to her feet. That was when he saw the tattoo on her right arm. Even though he was quite drunk, the veteran's eyes widened in recognition as he saw the mark stamped onto Mina's arm. He leered at her, and Mina's face filled with fear. The veteran leaned in close to Mina. Wow, he breathed. Is that really you? Subject 214. You were what, 11 back then? You've grown into quite a woman. Don't touch me again, Mina stabbed at him. The veteran ignored her, greedily pulling at her dress. Outside in the hallway, Dasra could not hear any voices because the walls were soundproofed. The only noise he could pick up on was intermittent thumps and thuds. Whenever a patron came walking down the hall, Dasra intercepted them and used a made-up excuse to send them away. Not a soul traversed the corridor while Mina and the veteran were alone in the private suite. Finally, after almost 25 minutes, the door opened and Mina emerged from the suite. The front of her dress was covered in blood. Mina did not acknowledge Dasra. Her eyes stared off into empty space, unblinking. As she stepped away from the scene of horror, Mina pressed a piece of paper into Dasra's open palm. He read the veteran's deathbed confession, folded the paper, and put it in his pocket. Then he allowed Mina to shuffle away. As she departed, Mina absent-mindedly wiped human blood off the barrel of her pistol. Much later that night, about an hour or so before sunrise, Kiri found a handwritten note at one of the drop points he arranged with Mina. It said, "Kiri, I'm going through some really difficult personal stuff right now. I'm not in trouble or anything, but I really cannot focus on you right now. I promise I'll contact you again when I'm in a better place. For now, just for now, please leave me alone. Mina." In his safe house, Kiri read the note dozens of times, thinking it over. He was fighting a powerful instinct. Kiri wanted to storm into the Cosmic Garden with guns ablaze. He wanted to be the same heroic savior Mina fell for a few months back. However, a voice in the back of his mind reminded Kiri of two important things. First, Mina was an MCS agent and was surrounded by more of the same. A loud and bombastic entry would have a short and bloody ending. Second, Mina was hiding something from Kiri. He wanted to help his girlfriend and make her feel better, but this nagging feeling hovered in the back of Kiri's mind. It ate away at his ability to trust Mina's word. Something was afoot. Something Mina wanted to keep Kiri far away from. Finally, Kiri made a decision. He would help Mina, but he was also going to get answers. Kiri crossed the safe house and picked up his encrypted radio. "Tutor Ranji, it's Ranji Nui," Kiri said. "I need a second body for a high-risk investigation. You available?" "Ranji Nui, Tutor Ranji here," replied Kiri's compatriot. "What have you got in mind?" "I'm running my own investigation," Kiri explained. "The situation is sensitive. You cannot tell DIA leadership what I'm up to, understood? I need you to follow me and observe the people I talk to for a few hours." "We're brothers in arms, Ranji Nui. You have my trust and silence," Tutor Ranji replied. "Does this have something to do with that Higaran girl? Where are you going?" "Yes, it does. She's in deep," Kiri replied. "So I'm going right into the enemy's lair, the Cosmic Garden."